Happy New Year, 2026. May this year grant you more success and more achievements than the last. One person who will not be having achievements with our club, Chelsea, is one Enzo Maresca. It's official now. We already knew it was going to happen. Now it's just all the way confirmed. And yeah, Rosenior, whatever, however the fuck you say his name. This team is in shambles. This club is in shambles. All we have to do is hope that, or all we can hope, is that our best players don't want to leave. And I am already expecting for big factors, big names to want to leave. You know, there's only a finite cap at this club under this ownership, under this direction, this child labor bullshit we've been doing. Yo, like, it's not going to work. It's never worked. You can't have a team full of youngins and expect that to work. You can't have a team full of guys who you hope can reach the potential that you see for them. Sometimes you gotta pay for a proven thing, pay for a thing that you know is gonna bang. And it just hasn't been the MO of this ownership, which in turn leads the sporting directors to bullshit. But even in the model that we have, these guys aren't getting the best young talent. These guys aren't getting Ryan Cherokee. These guys aren't getting Ekatike. They're not getting these young talent, these young talented players, bro. We're getting Buonanotte and Liam Delap. And it's crazy because I actually had a lot of high hopes for Liam Delap before the seasons began. But I quickly realized, man, those 12 goals he scored at Ipswich, yeah, that shit was voodoo, some bullshit or something. Because, geez. But I'm not even trying to harp on any players specifically, because it's deeper than that. And yes, there are players that we're going to need to speak about, namely Enzo Fernandez. But it's just, the situation is just ridiculous at this point. Rosenior, he's a fucking joke, man. What the fuck is he going to do? Who the fuck's going to listen to him? I wouldn't listen to him. If this nigga tried to coach me to go run some futsal at Germantown Soccerplex, I wouldn't listen to this nigga. So, yeah, we're in a tough spot, man. It's funny that I saw the favorites when the Maresca first got sacked. His favorite was Xavi. Why the fuck would Xavi come and deal with this bullshit? Sure, Xavi has experience with the young squad and having some restraints financially, but that was for his heart. Son cœur. At Barcelona, he did that. And they won. And they had good players still. And it's not like Barcelona didn't spend at all on some players that he had. Like, they spent some big money on some players that were at his disposal. So, it's just like, I don't see why Xavi would come. Plus, it's one thing to do it for your boyhood club, be the manager, not have all the wants and needs that you want, not be able to, spend as much as you would want, but it's still your boyhood club. And I would assume that the micromanagement at Barcelona is nothing close to how it is at Chelsea with a guy like Iqbali literally sniveling down your throat. Pause. But it's just, I just saw the Fabrizio Maresca reigns high on Man City's radar. Oh, man, it's going to suck to see if City sign this guy, Maresca, once Pep leaves. Because I think Pep's going to be leaving after this season. Probably going to try to win the trophy and then advocate for Maresca. It's going to be really, really hard watching Maresca coach that team with a bunch of world-class players, even some that could have fit under this model, like a Ryan Cherokee, namely. It's going to be tough to watch that, man, if he goes over there and coaches this team. Because I even said on my video yesterday, there is some deserved reason for him to get sacked. The form he was in, the way that he kind of seemed like he was almost sabotaging himself and the performances of the squad. Some of the decisions he was making was just flat out untenable. Like, I understand. But at the end of the day, the guys above him are the bigger problem. Yes, you can argue that, he has been backed more than the other guys that they brought in here. But does that really say a lot? I don't know if it says that much. Pushing Jackson out. There's some decisions he made pushing Jackson out of the team. Not using players that were here at his disposal at all. Guys like Vega. Guys like Enzo Mino. Who knows if Enzo Mino could have been a good guy for us this season. He's cooking at Dortmund. So, like, Maresca isn't faultless, but I do feel him because he achieved some things that these niggas hadn't achieved before, and who knows if they'll achieve anything close to what they achieved with this nigga again. And he was met with not much. Not much. So it's just we're in a shambles right now, man. And it's tough to see. It's sad to see, man. It's sad to see. I don't really know what's left from this point on. If Rosenior, who is almost guaranteed to become the coach at this point, is the coach, we are in a shambles, my brother. We're in a shambles. Truly. What do y'all think, though? If we can avoid a Rosenior, who I think is destined at this point, maybe if we can get some type of serious-ish caretaker, I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts.